$47 million. That is how much was stolen from nearly 800 victims of Ron Wilson's Ponzi scheme.
But where did that money go? Tonight, we've uncovered new details that account for some of what was taken. WYFF News 4 Investigates Mandy Gaither is live and local in our Anderson newsroom now with more. Mandy?
Well, Gabby, in an exclusive jailhouse interview, Ron Wilson told us he used some of the stolen money to build his farm and pay contractors at his house. But it's been nearly 2 years since his Ponzi scheme unraveled, and the receiver in the case is still working to account for all that money. Tonight, we've learned some of it went back to some investors in the scheme.
Everybody at a low has a lot to lose.
Ron Wilson says he doesn't remember his first victim. There were 798 of them since 2001, when he says he first started stealing. While Wilson says he alone ran his Ponzi scheme, he depended on others to help keep it going, bring in new investors, even though he says these people did it without knowing Wilson wasn't actually buying silver.
I mean, when you're not buying anything, you can pay pretty good commissions. And I did.
Those who helped keep Wilson's company growing were paid commissions with victims' money, including former Anderson County Administrator Joey Preston. Recent court filings by the receiver allege Preston invested $192,000 in Atlantic Bullion and Coin and got back $1.4 million from Wilson, a profit of $1.2 million. The filing alleges Preston worked to get new investors by hosting silver parties at his Anderson County home.
Tonight we're going to deal with this.
Preston and Wilson have a history together. While Preston was still Anderson County Administrator, Wilson was on the Anderson County Council. There was tension between Preston and the county, and some officials wanted Preston out. On November 18, 2008, Wilson proposed a controversial buyout of Preston's contract. The majority of council members, led by Wilson, voted to give Preston a $1.1 million severance package. According to Anderson County officials, Preston got a payment for more than $441,000 as part of that package shortly after that November 2008 meeting. Recent filings allege Preston first invested in Wilson's company 2 months after that severance vote. First with $138,000 on January 16, 2009. 3 months later, Preston made a second investment of $54,000, according to the filings. Preston declined repeated attempts at an on-camera interview, but in a statement to WYFF News 4 Investigates, Preston said, "I am disappointed that there continues to be unsupported and wrong speculation about a connection between my severance and Ron Wilson's activities. I have been investigated by both the U.S. Attorney's Office and SLED and cleared of any wrongdoing. I have voluntarily taken and passed polygraphs confirming that there is absolutely no connection between my severance and the investment I made that I truly believed was legitimate. Just like everyone else that invested, I was a victim of Ron Wilson's deception in this matter." Wilson says he voted on that severance to save taxpayers' money.
The group that was after him were after blood, and they were not going to stop until they bankrupted the county, if they could. And so that in that regard, I was totally confident that I was, looking into the future, so to speak. And no, that's probably one of my better nights.
As for the $1.2 million that the receiver says Preston made off the Ponzi scheme, an attorney asked Preston about that money in this 2012 court transcript. He said the money was used to convert a portion of his property to a venue for outdoor events. It also says Preston paid attorney fees. Last month, a petition was filed seeking to force Preston to return that money. Other investors made just as much and more. To date, complaints have been filed against 7 Atlantic Bullion and Coin investors who got back more than they invested. The 2 latest filings allege Greenville investors Lucille and Hewlett Sullivan made $3.2 million off their investments with Wilson, and Jim Dodds, an investor from Florida, made nearly $1.2 million, according to the complaint filed against him. Other clients who made profits from the scheme have settled, agreeing to give back the money.
Now, we did reach out to Dodds and Sullivan, the two investors we mentioned. One told us no comment. The attorney for the other hasn't returned our calls. Meanwhile, Wilson says there's no more hidden money. That's what he told us. Officials are still working to get back what they can for victims, but the dollar figure of what's been recovered so far will not be released until the work is done. Also this week, a judge has given Joey Preston until March 17th to make an argument on why he shouldn't have to give that money back. Mandy Gaither, WYFF News 4, live in the Anderson newsroom.